week in Iraq they will release hundreds of prisoners because these prisoners were suffered prolonged detention without solving this case correctly. Hussein Sharitani, the person that is in charge in this case, apologized to them. Also, he said that this week they will release 335 prisoners. Around Iraq, dozens of prisoners, Sunni Muslims the most, have complained of Alec discrimination. Before these prisoners were released, they were given yellow uniforms. All this happened because this government in Iraq doesn't maintain harmony between their citizens. Also, prisoners cannot be jailed for their actions of others. It has to be concrete decisions to make them life better.
Hey, you got all of these?
Yes! Lord, yes! See you now, buddy! Yes! Woo! Freedom! I've been there for 3 years! Freedom!
Good morning and welcome to China Chatter. Today we have breaking news. There has been a cholera outbreak in Havana, Cuba. 51 cases have been already detected, and here we are in a laboratory of a hospital that's treating some of the patients and with the company of Dr. Garces, the chief doctor of the hospital. Dr. Garces, can you tell us when did this outbreak start?
Well, thank you to having me this meeting. The outbreak of this cholera started in January 6th.
And how did cholera arrive here in Havana?
Well, the first patient and the one we think who brought it, it was a food seller from Eastern Cuba.
And how did cholera spread so fast?
Well, cholera travels in food and water, and the person who brought it, it was a food seller. So we think that a food seller's food was infected, as well as cholera is very contagious.
And what measures are you taking here in the Havana to prevent cholera here?
Well, right now we have in this hospital a doctor team, very professionals, that is going to house looking for cholera patients or new symptoms that this sickness can present.
What do you think the main cause of this event to happen was?
As we can see, the obvious cause for everything that happened was the lack of order and non-responsibility for the persons that have this sickness. If the first patients have gone to a doctor, maybe this wouldn't happen again, and maybe this had never happened. Also, if he couldn't go to a doctor, he could have respect for elders or for have disease advices and showing respect to his community, because this sickness is very serious and is contaminating a lot of other people that are innocent.
Yes. What measures can you take to prevent cholera getting into you?
Well, right now the only thing that we can do is only eating canned food, because this food is not contaminated at all and is not infected.
What do you think that we should learn from this event that we're experiencing right now?
Well, the thing that we can learn is that we need to follow rules, be hygienic all the time, respect society and others, and come to doctors in the time that you know that you have the symptoms, and prevent often things like this
to happen. Well, thank you, Dr. Garces, for your company and your information. Thank you for being with us today. That was all for today. See you tomorrow. Goodbye. And this was China Chatter. And good evening. Here we are in another edition of China Chatter, and beside us there is a supposed witness of the Lindsay Lohan crash.
I didn't do it.
Are you Dwayne?
Yeah, depends who's asking.
We're interviewers and we'd like to ask a few questions.
Well then, that's me.
Did you witness the Lindsay Lohan crash?
Yes, I did.
Can you tell us about it?
Well, Lindsay Lohan was driving and she crashed.
Anything else?
Well, apparently she was overcome by the suffering. Everyone in this life suffers, and eventually you have to get to accept it. So she was overcome by the suffering. She could have put other people at risk, and she could have them suffering.
That's deep.
Yeah, well, I am one of the most important Chinese philosophers. What the hell is in here? Thank you for the good time. Rick came up this person.
Oh well, back to the interview.
Yes, apparently we all suffer in life, and we have to learn to accept that suffering.
Well, thank you for your time,
You're
Dwayne.
welcome. You're welcome.
And this has been another edition of China Chatters with the witness of the Lindsay Lohan crash. Thank you and good evening.
你好, my name is Li Yang.
Hi, my name is Miao Hu.
3, 2, 1.
Fight!
Did you know that America blamed Coca-Cola for obesity? That's stupid.
Yes, that is the issue for generation. And yes, they have the faults.
No, America had the fault because they didn't equilibrate the yin-yang. So they ate a lot of junk food instead of healthy fruit like fruits.
Yes, Coca-Cola knew this and they did intervene.
What are you talking about? Coca-Cola made and make a lot of anti-obesity campaigns.
Really? But it is the biggest beverage company in the world.
Una, dos, tres.
I know, but Coca-Cola decided to act natural. No, to follow the flow, the Wu way. They were under pressure.
Maybe this is 50-50. People didn't deliver the yin yang, but Coca-Cola also had the fault. They didn't act before, even though they knew about this actual issue. Coca-Cola has the fault.
America is the fault.
Coca-Cola has the fault.
America is the fault.
I'm going to kill him!
And now, who's the winner?
Django.